Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and greetings to all. Honorable Miss Arvina Mauda SPD MBA as our office English lecturer and dear fellow students. I am Sifalni Kasyepo and my student ID number is 17096249090 along with my teams.
My name is Alianina and my student ID number is 170962496. And my partner,
My name is Rafa Setiawan and my student ID number is 17096240028.
Okay. Today we will present a topic title is Here is the News, which discuss the meaning of news, its key elements, types, and anything. We hope this presentation will be useful and spark discussion. Please kindly give us feedback if there are any mistakes. Now let's begin the presentation. Okay, the first is, in your opinion, what is news? This question is for Ahmad Zakaria, Aurelia Zalfa Kamila, Ayu Indira, Cinta Ika Saputri, and Siti Farah Andriani. The first material will be present by Alia. We've invited Alia too.
okay, good morning everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the news, current affairs, and how we use English to talk about them. We'll look at how to speak about news in daily conversation, some useful social pressures, and common vocabulary related to news and the media. Okay, let's start with a quick introduction. So, what is the news? So, basically, news is information about important events that are happening around us, like politics, social disaster, entertainment, or social issues. We get it from TV, online platform, a newspaper, or even social media. And why do we talk about the news? Because the news it can help us to stay informed and connected with the world. Talking about the news is a common part of daily conversation with friends, family, or even in class. Like we usually do it, right? And today we're going to focus on the three things. The first one is how to speak about the news in English. And the second one is social phrases we use when talking about the news. And the third one is vocabulary related to the news and the media. Next slide. Okay, now let's talk about how we speak about the news in daily life. There are so many common topics we usually hear in the news, like politics, natural disaster, and of course about the celebrities. These are things people love to talk about it. When we talk about written news, we usually use two tense in English, and the first one is present perfect tense. For example, like, have you heard the latest news about the election? And the second one is the past simple tense, like, I read something interesting yesterday about the climate change. So, if something just happened or is still relevant, we often use the first one, yaitu the present perfect tense. But if it happened at a specific time in the past, we can use the past simple tense. These are small grammar detail, but they can help you English sound more natural when talking about the news. Next slide. Okay, now let's move on to some useful social pressures we often hear or use when talking about the news. These are everyday expressions that help us start a conversation or give information about something we say or heard. For example, the first one is like, I saw on the news that blah 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 blah. This is great for sharing something you recently saw on TV or online. And the second one is like, they said on the radio, blah 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 blah. Uh, you can use it when you want to quote something you heard on the radio or maybe a podcast. And the third one is, did you hear about blah blah blah? This is a common way to bring up a topic and invite someone into a conversation. And the last one is like, it was reported that blah blah blah. It sounds a bit more formal, like something you heard from a news anchor or maybe article. These phrases are super helpful if you want to sound more natural and confident when talking about current events with other peoples. Boleh di next? Okay, now let's look at some important vocabulary related to the news and the media. These are words you often see or hear when you're reading article, watching TV, or maybe listening to the radio. And the number one is headline. This is the title of news article. It's usually short, bold, and can grab your attention like earthquake hits Central Java. And the number two is breaking news. Breaking news, this is mean urgent or very recent news. It just happened and everyone is talking about it. And the third one is reporter. Reporter is the person who goes out to find the news, interview people, and writes the story. And the fourth one is anchor. Anchor is the one who presents the news on TV. You see them sitting at the desk reading the headline, like, guys, Jeremy Teti. Jeremy Teti is new anchor. And the number five is broadcast. Broadcast is to send out news by television, radio, or live stream. And the last one is coverage. This refers to how the media show or explain a news event. For example, like there was a lot of media coverage about the protest. So learning this word will help you understand news better and also help you sound more fluent when you talk about current events with others. Next slide.
Okay, now let's talk about key elements in news. These are the basic things that make a news report clear, reliable, and easy to understand. The first one is 5W plus 1H. The mean who, what, when, where, why, and how. The sixth question help us get the full picture of a news story. For example, in a news article about a fire, who was affected, what happened, when or where did it happen, why did it start, and how was it stopped. And then the second is clear facts and objectivity. This means a journalist should report only the fact, no opinion, no bias. News should be natural and let the audience decide what to think. It's not about telling people what to believe, but giving them the right information. And the last, quick delivery and headline. Uh, News must be short, direct, and easy to understand, especially the headline. Headline should grab attention. For example, earthquake strike Central Java. Short, powerful, and straight to the point. To sum it up, if a news story includes 5W plus 1H, is factual and objective, and is delivered quickly with a clear headline, that is a good news report. Next.
Alright, guys, now it's time for a little activity. Let's pretend you're a news reporter or new anchor. Imagine you're on live TV reporting something that just happened. You can report about a flood, a concert, or maybe an accident, anything recent and exciting. So let me give you an example. So, good evening. This is Alia reporting live from Jakarta. This just in thousands of music fans gathered today at the Jakarta Music Festival 2025. The event featured popular local and international artists including Nadine Amizah, Toulouse, and Coldplay. According to the organizer, over 20,000 people attended, creating an amazing and energetic atmosphere. Fans said the performance was unforgettable and the crowd sang along to every song. Security was tight and the event ran smoothly with no major incident. That's all now from the concert scene back to you in the studio. So this is an example if you guys to be a news anchor or news reporter. Thank you so much for listening and joining the activity. So that's all from me. The next session will be explained by my partner.
Next, there will be some question that will be ready by me, and I will choose randomly. Okay, the first question for Dania Asifa Jodang Taruna. Road building cuts likely say minister. The second, UN Security Council meets on Middle East. The question for Daphne Manditin. Number 3, Tesco third quarter result disappoint. Question for Della Ardia. Number 4, are you saving enough for your pension? The question for Devi Nuralita. Number 5, skirts go even higher this spring. The question for Eka Widianti. Number 6, new Flowbird short story discovery. The question for Felisa Salsabila. Number 7, Star walk out on Spielberg. The question for Fidelia Ardiani Pandra. Number 8, President call for medals target for next. The question for Kitalia Febrianti. Number 9, go with the jet set to Tahiti this summer. The question for Hasbila Muhammad. And the last, work, husband, and family getting the balance right. The question for Jonathan Emmanuel Tiherna.
Okay, guys, now we will move on to the listening section. Please listen carefully and do not write anything until the audio ends. So let's play the audio. Okay. The question is, how did the woman learn about the fire? This question is for Casey Forticia Parisna. Okay, boleh the next slide. Okay, the next listening. Okay, the question is, what does the woman mean? The question is for Mahira Konita Aji Putri. The next one. Okay, the question is, what does the man plan to do? The question is for Misha Inshira Jikro. The next one. Okay, the question is, what is the consequence of Indonesian victory? This question is for Monica Nirwana Fitriani. And the last one. Okay, the last question is, why is the exhibition being extended? This question is for Muhammad Rio Darmawan. The next.
All right. Types of news media. The first is newspaper and magazines. There are traditional print media. Newspaper are typically published daily and over brief structure reports on a variety of topics. Magazines are usually published weekly or monthly and cover specific subject in more depth. Despite the decline in print readership due to digital media, many people still enjoy reading newspaper and magazines for their in-depth content. The second is television and radio. This media deliver news using audio or visual. Television combines image and sound, making it an engineering way to present news. Radio relies only on audio but has the advantage of being accessible while multitasking. Both media types are useful, especially in remote areas where internet access may be limited. The third is online news platform. Today, many people access news through website and mobile apps. Online platform provide real-time update, allowing users to get the latest information quickly. Readers can also search for specific topic of interest and share article easily with others. The second is social media. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube have become major channels for news distribution. News on social media is often shared in short, discoverability formats, such as tweets, short video, or image caption. However, users must be conscious and verify the credibility of the source to avoid fake news.
Okay, next topic is listening to the news. It's very important to understand what we hear in news report. To understand news effectively, one needs to develop active listening skill. The first tip is focus on the main idea. Don't get distracted by small details. Most of the important information comes at the beginning of the news. For example, in a report about a flood, the first sentence might already tell us what happened, where, and how serious it is. Uh, Next slide. Another tips is listen to the news is signal words. Identify signal words. That help you know where the information is coming from. For example, according to report, blah blah blah, and then based on statement from blah blah blah, eyewitness said blah blah blah, and the last a spokesperson said blah blah blah. These phrases tell us the source of the news, which is the important for checking is the information is reliable. And remember, listening actively mean you are not just hearing words. You are also thinking, questioning, and trying to understand the bigger picture. So, in the news, when you're listening to the news, the first focus on the main idea, catch the signal word, and always think critically about what you hear. Next. And next, language used in news. News has a unique style of language that is different from casual everyday conversation. It is usually formal, direct, and clear. The main goal is to deliver information quickly and effectively without confusion. For example, in the news, you will often hear phrases like breaking news, report show, according to source, and an eyewitness said. The pairs are short, professional, and straight to the point. They help the listener understand the key message quickly. Next.
All right, next you have to choose the correct answer from the two options below. All right, the question is for Muhammad Yoga Pratama. The question is, you know the child that's been lost, he's been found safe and well after a week. Oh good, that's blah 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 news. The second is for Mutia Halimah. There was a plane crash in the Pacific Ocean last night. They haven't found any survivors so far. Oh no, that's blah blah blah. Okay. Next for Naura Tara Shiva. There's only one more day of the World Champions, and so far we've only won 3 medals. Yes, that's rather blah blah blah, isn't it? Next for Novita Sari Laila. It say her that world temperature are increasing every year because of global warming. I know it's very blah blah blah. Okay, next for Randi Kibra Setiawan. Scientists are working on a new treatment for skin cancer. That's blah blah blah, show me. Okay, next question for Regita Anastasia. Look, here's another article in newspaper about house prices. Not another, how blah blah blah. Okay, next for Saskia Maliha Darmawan. It say her that more people have clean water to drink because of the work of the aid organization. That's blah blah blah. Water is the most important thing in life. The last for Sri Lestari. They're advertising really cheap flight to Italy until the end of the month. Do you want to go? How blah blah blah. I'd love to.
Okay, the next topic is summarizing news. Summarizing a news story means taking a longer report and turning it into a short, clear version, but without losing the important information. A good news summary should be short and concise, while preserving essential information, and then writing in your own word, and it's still true the original meaning. For example, if the original news say a powerful earthquake hit Central Java yesterday, causing major damage and leaving many people injured. The summary could be an earthquake struck Central Java, causing injuries and damage. It's shorter, but the main idea is still here. Next. And the last material is tips for understanding news. Understanding news can sometimes be challenging, especially if we're not used to the vocabulary or the way it's delivered. But here's some tips to help. The first one is listen to or read the news regular. Daily exposure help familiarize you with news structure and reporting style. Make it easier to follow and analyze. Next slide. The second, focus on common vocabulary used in news. News often cover topics like politics, economy, disaster, or law. Learning key terms in this area enhances understanding and make the reading process faster. Next, and the last, practice summarizing short news story. Uh, Try to summarize short news story in your own words. This helps train your brain to catch the main idea, filter important point, and improve your critical thinking. So in summary, the first watch or read news daily, and then learn common news vocabulary, and the last practice summarizing stories. Uh, By doing this, you can become more confident and skilled in understanding the news, and that's very useful in today's information age. Next.
So, in conclusion, news plays a crucial role in society. It is not only is it not only a means of delivering information, but also a tool for education and entertainment. Through news, people become aware of important issues, both locally and globally, and can form opinions and decisions based on fact. Developing the ability to understand and communicate news accurately is essential in today's fast-paced information age. This includes learning to recognize the component of news, understand its language, think critically about its content, and summarize it effectively. By following the news regularly and applying critical thinking, individual can become informed, responsible, and active member of society in the digital era. The next.
That concludes our presentation, or here is the news. We hope the material we have shared today has been informative and useful for all of us. Thank you for your attention and participation. We truly appreciate and any feedback or question you may have. Once again, we would like to thank you, Ms. Ervina Maldes, PDMBA, MBA, for the opportunity and guidance. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and have a great day.